What is up, everyone, and welcome to today's reaction video, which was the winner of our Patreon poll for other artists, and the winner was the incredible Erik Grönwall. And I can't wait for this because, from my understanding, I'm not sure if it's the first time, but Erik is putting out original songs, an original album. And again, I'm not sure if it's the first time, but all I've heard of Erik is his covers, and every single one of them has blown me away. So I cannot wait to hear what Erik does with some original music. So I'm super excited for this. Now, this is technically the third release from the album that Erik is putting out. He's already put out 2 songs before this one. One of them I am getting a chance literally directly after this video airs to check it out as a part of my live stream. We are down to the last 7 songs in our big wheel of random songs for the live stream, and one of them is going to be Erik Grönwall's first release, which I think is Bad Bone or something along those lines. I can't exactly remember the name of it, but I'm super curious to check that one out. So I didn't want to react to that one right now. Instead, I'm getting a chance to check out Praying for a Miracle, and I'm so glad that I chose to look at this one, because when I opened it up and checked the description, Erik has a short little message in there about what the song means to him. And it says, praying for a miracle is about being pushed to a point where you feel like you have no control left, when everything comes down to one last chance and all you can do is hold on and hope. For me, it's deeply personal. It takes me back to the moment I stepped on stage with Skid Row for the first time, just 5 months after my bone marrow transplant. First of all, what an incredible thing to write a song about. To write a song about that point of breaking that everyone has been to in one way or another and everyone can relate to, but to have it be something that's that level of personal for you, to bear your struggles straight out. I'm so curious to hear what this song sounds like and how it's been written, and if it is written in a way that's just personal to him or if it's been written in a way that everyone can relate to. I'm super curious to see what he's done with this one. Either way, it's going to be incredible. As always, please check out the original video linked in the description below. Give the original a like and a comment, and subscribe to Erik if you haven't already. And like I said, if you love Erik's content and want to see my reaction to the first release he did off of the new album, check out my live stream. It's part of the Patreon. You can see the live stream for as little as $15, and it's always an absolute blast. Normally I do 6 reactions. This one, because it's the last live stream of the big wheel, we are doing 7. It's going to be a party, so check that out on my Patreon. But we're going to get into this reaction. This is Praying for a Miracle by Erik Grönwall. Let's go. I don't know what I expected out of an Erik Grönwall original, but this is fire immediately. It's got such an old school rock feel to it, like pure kind of 80s rock vibe, even down to this shirtless, tattooed, dirty, grungy look. I can't tell where the tattoos end and where like grease paint, I'm assuming, or that starts. Maybe it's all tattoos. If it is, Erik has some of the most wild tattoos, because I can't really see what's going on in his chest with the shadows, but it just looks like swirls of black and red on there. So I don't know if that's meant to be more like makeup and grime or that, or if that's actual tattoos, in which case that's crazy. That's not the point here though. Vocally, I like, it's such a kind of again, it's a rock sound, but it's more of a kind of sweet rock sound than I was expecting, which again, Erik can do anything vocally. Coming into this, there was no way I could have known what he was going to come at us with vocally, because he can do any kind of a rock sound and basically anything vocal. He is incredible. But he's just got such a nice tone to his voice in this one, but it's still got more of a being praying for a miracle and knowing what the song is about and what it means to him. It has still more of a dun, 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 dun kind of a vibe to it than I was expecting. I was expecting something kind of soft and ballady, not something that's still got kind of a rock let's go feel to it. Really cool so far. And just that right there, starting off with the is just really cool. just casually thrown in some cowbell in the background of this one? Is that what I'm hearing? The thunk, thunk, thunk every now. I do not expect cowbell in my rock songs, but I'm here for it.
From home, how did I end up here? No one knows. I'm reaching for the light through all the smoke. Now it seems impossible. All my fears have taken hold. There's only one way out of this situation. I'm praying for a miracle. There's only one shot left as I reach for the pinnacle.
I love that line. There's only one way out of this situation. I'm praying for a miracle. There's only one shot left as I'm reaching for the pinnacle. That is just genius writing. That is so, like, there are so many cliche directions you could go in when trying to rhyme something like miracle. Pinnacle is not the direction I expect the rhyme to go in. And it's just brilliant writing because, again, it doesn't feel cliche. It doesn't feel like what you'd expect out of it, but it's a brilliant line. As I'm reaching for the pinnacle is just sick.
As I reach for the pinnacle. There's only one way out of this sweet temptation. I'm praying for a miracle. Yeah, I got one shot left and it's all so critical. Been waiting my whole life for this to come, and now I'm flying too close to the sun. Every sound is beautiful. I'm stronger than I've been before. The fear is closing in, but I won't fall. Remembering the life I used to know. Suddenly I'm going up, but I refuse to come undone. There's only one.
Vocals for days every single time with Erik. My God, this man is incredible. Taking that aside, the lyrics of, you know, I finally reached this thing. I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to crumble. I'm going to keep fighting and keep pushing forward. Yeah, the fear's setting in. Yeah, I'm having my doubts. I'm going to keep pushing forward. I'm not going to let this beat me. This is such an empowering song. This is like, I was wondering if this was going to be a I'm broken and praying for a miracle kind of song. And there's a little bit of that self-doubt sprinkled in there. But for the most part, this is I am doing this thing. I'm praying for a miracle because I need that support, but I'm going to make my miracle happen. That's the vibe I'm taking away from this with some of these lines. It is just such like, I've got a fire in me and I'm not letting anything put it out. Even if those fears are creeping in, even if that doubt's creeping in, I'm not going to let it beat me.
Fear is closing in, but I won't fall. Remembering the life I used to know. Suddenly I'm going up, but I refuse to come undone. There's only one way out of this situation. I'm praying for a miracle. There's only one shot left as I reach for the pinnacle. There's only one way out of this sweet temptation. I'm praying for a miracle. Yeah, I got one shot left and it's all so critical.
My God, I think that is his actual tattoos. Sorry, I'm keep getting distracted by the tattoos because they're just so wild. But like either he's had the same chest makeup on for the in-stage section and here, or those. I need to see what this man looks like shirtless, and I say that in the least creepy way I possibly can, because he is a gorgeous man. Taking that aside, though, I need to see this in good lighting because I can't work out if it's like, again, grungy grease paint kind of thing he's put on himself for the video clip as like the full rock effect, which is awesome anyway, or if these are actual tattoos, because if I had tattoos like this, I wouldn't be mad at it. It is so interesting to look at.
As I take the stage, I feel like I
I'm trying to put my finger on what 80s band this is reminding me of, because it's giving such kind of 80s rock, but that kind of inspiring pump up 80s rock. Like, it's not I don't think it's necessarily Journey, but something along those kind of lines, where it's like, it's the only word I can use for it is like triumphant. It is celebratory. It is again, it's a real pump up kind of thing. And just like this little breakdown bridge section here just gave me, I don't know if I'd quite like, if it's like late 80s rock or early 90s rock or what it is. Maybe it's just 90s rock period. Either way, I don't know my eras that well, but yeah, I can't put my finger on exactly who it's giving me all the vibes of, but it's such a good style, and it's just the kind of song you want to listen to make you feel good in your heart and soul.
Time flashing, smoke is rising, crowd is on the high. As I take the stage, I feel like I could There's only one way out of this situation. I'm praying for a miracle. There's only one shot left as I reach for the pinnacle. Oh yeah. There's only one way out of this sweet temptation. I'm praying for a miracle. Yeah, I got one.
I'm sorry to pause again right now. Erik Grönwall can just do vocals like no one else on the internet, period. Like, I'm sorry, I love my Jonathan Youngs. I like the various rock artists that I've reacted to on this channel. I love them all. Caleb, Jonathan, there have been so many different artists on this channel that I've reacted to and that do rock covers and do rock songs, and they're all so incredibly talented. Erik Grönwall, man, he is just on an ungodly level. Not only in terms of just a complete and total holistic understanding of his instrument, of what his voice can do, of how to hit the notes every damn time. Not only from that side, not only from an artistry side where he knows exactly the kind of artist he is and wants to be, but just every single aspect of music, in my opinion, from my side of things, this man has nailed, has honed in on, has understand, and he fits so perfectly into my style of music. Everything about this I'm obsessed with. I'm going to be listening to this over and over and over again. I need to hear this entire album because he is just god tier, absolute god tier vocals. And taking aside my love for him, it says everything I need to know about him, that outside of my reactions, because my friends and family in my real life don't watch my reactions. They know me as a person, so they can't get past what I can only call the cringe factor. They can't enjoy my reactions the way that everyone else does. My mum found Erik Grönwall's covers on her own and loves him, is obsessed with him. She is the biggest Bon Jovi fan, as people who have watched my Erik Grönwall reaction to his Bon Jovi song know. And she found that song on her own, separate to me, and sent it to me going, oh my god, this guy's amazing. He's the only person that should be able to cover Bon Jovi. That says everything. Erik is god tier, absolute god tier. I hope this album explodes for him. I hope he is the next big name everywhere. I hope he comes to Australia so I can see him live. He's just incredible. Just absolutely freaking incredible.
I'm praying for a miracle. Yeah, I got one shot left and it's all so critical. There's only one way out of this sweet temptation. Pray for a miracle. There's only
I love both starting and ending it on that thing. It's just so cool. Oh my god. There aren't words for this, y'all. I am gushing like a fanboy right now. That's all I can say. He is absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely freaking phenomenal on another level. And I think the reason that I can't sit here and go, it's giving me this, it's reminding me of this, is because what it is Erik Grönwall. This is Erik Grönwall. This is his music. This is what he does. And yes, you can see that he is so influenced and paying homage and kind of has found his sound from not only the bands that he's worked with, but the bands that he's grown up with. Those covers that he's done on YouTube of these songs that he loves and these artists that he respects, you can hear little bits of those styles peppered in to his music. Like I said, it gives me the slightest bit of vibes of like bands akin to Journey from back in the day, but then his voice is always going to give me those big powerhouse voices like Bon Jovi and that kind of thing. And I've worked out as I was watching the end of it there that the reason that it's giving me like 90s rock vibe in a little bit, and this would be late 90s anyway, is I need to look up the exact who the band is that sings this song, but there is a song called Higher, and I originally know it from my childhood from being one of the final songs in the Power Rangers movie, but I'm going to be right back. I'm going to check who sings this. Wow, an entire side of the internet just cringed and groaned and hated me for not realizing that the song was Van Halen, and that the only way I know a Van Halen song is through the Power Rangers movie. Please don't hate me. Van Halen was just never one of the bands I was ever introduced to. If anyone wants to introduce me to them, I would love to check them out because, yeah, they're just someone I've never really heard. But either way, yeah, Van Halen vibes, Bon Jovi vibes, Journey vibes, all those iconic kind of groups that have these incredible rock songs that not only are iconic and get you rocking, but also pump you up and make you feel good. That is all the vibes I get from this. This is a song that, as I said, I am going to listen to over and over and over again because it is just so damn good. I already can't wait. For my time, it's tomorrow, but for y'all, it is directly after this live stream that I'm going to, directly after this premiere that I'm going to be getting into the live stream and get a chance to check out another of Erik's new songs. And that's going to end up straight on the playlist as well. I can already tell. I need to hear this whole album as soon as possible. So yeah, please, as always, jump in the link in the description and go to the original video of this. Give it a like, give it a comment, boost it in the algorithm, get it out to everyone because everyone should know Erik Grönwall's name. Subscribe to his channel, support the original upload, and watch the original video without all my pauses and interruptions. Also, leave a like and a comment on this video. It helps out the channel so much I can't even begin to tell you. Let me know what your favorite of Erik's new songs are, because this one absolutely blew my mind, but it's the only one of the 3 I've heard so far, and I know there are more coming, so I'm dying for them. Also, subscribe to the channel. It helps out so much, and if you want to support me even further, check me out over on Patreon. Over there, I do weekly polls for the reactions I do here on the channel, and I'm going to be featuring Erik so much because I want to hear all of these new songs. I also do weekly TV show reactions, a monthly movie reaction, the monthly live stream, which, as I've said about 1,000,000 times, is starting directly after this reaction. So jump onto the Patreon right now, sign up for the $15 tier. You'll get to be a part of the live stream, get to see 7 reactions live that will eventually make their way to YouTube. You get to see them immediately. You get to engage with the chat. We have an absolute party every time, and they are the absolute best people in the world to hang out with. So check it out over there. I also, at the highest tier, you can get a guaranteed reaction right here on the channel. So check all that out over on my Patreon. I will see you all in the next reaction video. Have yourself a fantastic day, night, morning, evening, afternoon, whatever time zone you're in, and I'll see you next time. Bye.